Hi there, this is Daniel Winter-Holzinger from the Sports Betting Academy, and today I will guide you through all features available at BetOnValue. For this reason, I will jump on my screen so that you can follow me what BetOnValue is offering us. So now I'm here on BetOnValue on the page, and in the description of this video you can register an account here, and I want to give you in this video an overview what is possible with BetOnValue. First of all, when you go on the page from BetOnValue, you have here on the right side the opportunity to buy a subscription, and I want to show you first what kind of subscriptions here are available and for what subscription I have decided for my own and why I have decided for this kind of subscription. When we go here on buy a subscription, you will see here three kinds of subscriptions. The first one, when you register as only, you can also make a free subscription. But at the free subscription, you only have a small opportunity to use BetOnValue Professional. The first subscription, the paid subscription, the first one is the silver subscription with, you see here, 50 euros per month. If you use it for a longer time, so for example, for 12 months with 480 euros, you will save 20% and you have an access of 360 days. And I have chosen the gold subscription with 125 euros per month. And if you use it for a year, so it costs 1,200 euros per 12 months, and you will save 20%. So I want to explain in a short way why I have chosen the gold subscription. The point is following, you will see it in the next step, that here in this subscription plan, all bookmakers, all 130 bookmakers are available, and that you will not have a delay if you want to make sure betting. So sure betting is a part of the game where you have to be very, very fast if you want to do it professional. And when you see like a high sure bet, then it's the best solution when you do like instant sure betting without delay and also instant value betting without delay. You have also access to accounting. I want to show you this a little later. And also for bookmaker customization and sure bets from exchanges. I, for example, always try to play with one bookmaker, and I always try to use an exchange. This is my art of sure betting, how I will do it, but it's also possible, and it makes a lot of sense when you compare a lot of bookmakers in doing sure betting. And you see here at the silver subscription, you already have a delay here in the sure bets and in the value bets. So the big players, which make a lot of money with doing sure betting and value betting, using like the gold subscription, because when you have a delay of 3 minutes already, most of the sure bets are gone, because many other people which are using BetOnValue already are using the odd, which is shown instant. And it could happen when you see it 3 minutes later, you will not see all possible sure bets because many of them are already gone. So I can only tell you that for me, this subscription is a fair price because I make a lot of more money every month in using the gold subscription. And if you want it make seriously, also in a part-time, you easily make more than only this 125 euros, which is costing the gold subscription. Okay, so I want to go with you now into it that you can see the full functionality of BetOnValue. So I'm back here on the page, and when we enter here our username and our password and we go log in, then you see now that I here logged in, and on the right side you can see subscription info. I go back to you that you see that here you see it's like gray, so that you see that I have here a gold subscription, and you see that my product is gold and ends in December 2020. Okay, the first point what I want to show you is the bookmakers selection. So if we go on this page, you see here a lot of bookmakers which are available. And for better understanding, if you have only a free subscription, you only will get this part here. And only when you have a free subscription, you only see a sure bet like a maximum of 1%. So this makes no sense for the long term when you want to do it professional. I want to see all possible sure bets. And for this reason, I also have the gold subscription without a limitation, you know, and you will see it in the next step. So I can choose here different kind of bookmakers, and when I click on it, you can select it or deselect. And also very important for my way of working with BetOnValue is to have the exchange Betfair, and for this reason I also need the gold subscription. In the free version, you are not able to use Betfair for comparison. And some important information when you want to use Betfair. I know in Germany and in Austria, it's not possible to use Betfair directly at the moment, but I'm using like here an agent with Orbit Exchange, where it is still possible to work with Betfair. So if you have chosen all your bookmakers, what you want to work with it, you see here, for example, in Germany, Tipico is very interesting, or XTIP is very interesting, Interwetten, and so on. You see here 130 different bookmakers. And after you have selected your favorite bookmakers, you click here on Confirm Selected Bookies. Then you see here bookmaker selection updated. And now I want to show you the next capture is like sure bets. So when we go here on tools on sure bets, you will see here on the left side some settings what you can manage here at the first point. And also here, for example, here are all your selected bookmakers. And now you can choose here one of them or all of them. And I use now here all, say here, okay. And then you will see here, just in a second, when we have done, we go here on filter. You will see here now on the right side, all sure bets which are available between this selected bookmakers. And you see here, for example, the return, what you see here, it's like 13.57%. So if I place now a total stack of 100 euros on these three odds, and with the right calculated way, I will get back 113.57 euros. And this is only possible with the gold subscription. In the free subscription, you only see here a maximum return of 1%. So for this reason, you see here, all of them you will not see in the free subscription. And yeah, and then you can see here a lot of sure bets, and this is the magic of BetOnValue. You see it here instantly, just in a second, all possible sure bets which are available. And if a new sure bet is existing, you see it here already that BetOnValue show us this instantly if you have the gold subscription. And this is the first point what I want to show you what is here possible. You can also here, for example, selected your favorite sports art. So you see here now I have selected all of them, and you can also, for example, select here which kind of bet type you want to do. So you see here I have selected also all of them. Okay. Then what we can see here more, then you can see here, for example, included layouts. This is important when you, for example, use a bookmaker against Betfair situation, so that you can see that we can back the odd at the bookmaker and we can lay it on the exchange. You can also use a sound alert if a new sure bet is arriving. And you can also use here a minimum return, how much your sure bet should have. So if I say, for example, please show me only sure bets which have a minimum return of 10%, and I click here on filter, then you will see here only sure bets which have a minimum of 10%. Okay, 10% or higher. Well, this is the first way how we can use BetOnValue in form of sure bets. The second part, what I want to show you in this short video, is how to use a value bet. So when we go here, we see here the option value bets, and then we can see here on the left side, we start on the left side, in which period the software should search for us the value bet. So I have now here selected 25th of September to the 9th of October. And then we can also settle here a minimum value and a maximum value, or a minimum probability and a maximum probability, and also our expected return. So I always let these numbers. What you can do also here is like the minimum odd and the maximum odd. So, for example, most of our students only want to work with an odd between 1 and 3. So I can select here 1 and 3, for example, and I can also here select the bookmakers. For example, I'm choosing now all of them, and then the next step is filter. And then the software shows us this in just a second, where is now an value odd. And this is really interesting. And then you can see here, for example, at this game, you see here the bookmaker, you see here what kind of bet type this is. In this case, it's now, for example, draw no bet. Then you can see, and this is very interesting and very important, is you see here the probability that this situation will happen. So that this will happen, that Universitat St. Martin, there is draw no bet for St. Martin with the odd of 2.7. And you see the probability that this will happen is 44%. And now BetOnValue helps us to understand more how high our value in this odd already is. This odd is too high, and the value of this odd is 18%. Okay, so if we place all the time on odds which are too high and they have a value, then you will make, with the correct bankroll management behind, you will make on the long term a lot of money with it. And you see here all different bookmakers in one overview, how much the value is in an odd and how high the odd is. And you can see here there are 46 pages. So when I go here, for example, on page 46, you see here weighting L, you see here around 900 bets where you can see that the odd is too high. So in this case, we only have 1%, okay? But when you go on the first page, you will see here around 17, 16, higher than 10% value in the odd. And you can settle it here how high the odd should be. If you say, okay, now I want to show you a maximum odd of 2, for example, we can select it here with 2, click on filter, and then you see, okay, this odd, for example, goal in both halves at this game with yes at William Hill, for example, with the odd of 1.91 is too high. The probability this situation will happen is 58%, and the value in this odd is 12%. So then I can show you also what you can do. For example, it's also very interesting if you have like a bonus at the bookmaker. You can also use this software to find situations where you can using your offered bonus. So at the welcome bonus, for example, you get free money from the bookmakers, and then you can use this software in combination to make more money in using your bonus. You can see here also the next point is accounting, for example. There is also a user guide how to use this, but you can, for example, record your bets with this accounting system from BetOnValue. Well, if you go here, for example, on odds, you will also have like here an overview about many different games and many different situations. And what is also very interesting, I'll show you one more. When we go here, for example, on value bets, we can go, for example, here at this game that you see at one time. When I click on the game, you will see also here the odds of other bookmakers. Yeah, and you see here, for example, goal in both halves. You see here on this side, for example, William Hill is offering us an odd of 1.91. And here at 22bet, for example, for no, we have an odd of 2.44. And you can also see here the highest. And when the payout is more than 100%, you also have ensure bet. So I can make money risk-free in using this odd and in using this odd. Okay. I want to invite you now for the next video to see live examples how I use BetOnValue and how you can use BetOnValue, for example, for sure bets and value bets. Click on the link here for the next video. And it was nice that you was here again to see a little bit more about BetOnValue. If you want to have an account from BetOnValue, in the link at the subscription, you can open an account there. And I'm happy to see you in the next video, and I wish you all the best.